speak to these spirits, while others claim they can give the spirits a physical form. Mediums have often been exposed as hoaxers or have admitted to defrauding their clients. A grieving person's fervent wish to contact a dead person they love makes them susceptible to such hoaxes. Although many mediums have undoubtedly claimed abilities that they do not possess, clairvoyancy has yet to be fully investigated. Questioning the spirits. It may seem strange today, but in ancient times it was common to ask spirits for advice. Oracles were visionaries who went into a trance to ask questions on behalf of seekers. One of the most famous was Pythia, the oracle at Delphi in Greece. She used volcanic fumes and drugs to assist her visions. Although ancient and modern mediums have posed many questions to spirits and entered into long conversations with some of them, no real answers have ever been obtained about life after death or that prove the existence of spirits. So here we have this lovely little picture. You can see, I believe, a woman sitting here with stuff in her hands. And then on the other side you can see here a man. A man just kind of standing here while this woman is clearly sitting on something, I think. Contacting the dead. To contact the spirits, mediums hold a seance. A group of people who wish to speak to a dead person or perhaps ask about the afterlife form a circle around a table and hold hands while the medium attempts to summon the presence of a spirit. Mediums have been known to fake the responses of spirits by using devices that strike the underside of the table in order to produce ghostly knocks in reply to questions. However, some mediums have produced inexplicable effects under test conditions designed by scientists, attempting to expose them as fraud. So in this picture, it looks like a seance is being constructed. We have a big round table with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. 8 people wanting to contact the dead. The case of Katie King. One famous medium was investigated by Victorian scientist William Crookes. Florence Cook claimed she could manifest the spirit of Katie King, pictured here on the right, who appeared at seances and talked to guests. Florence was suspected of dressing up as the spirit herself or of having an accomplice do so. Crooks asserted that his investigation had convinced him of the spirit's existence. Crooks didn't publish his findings in any scientific journals, but he never retracted his claims. Later, it was alleged that he had helped in the medium's fraud in order to have an affair with her. So as you can see in this picture, we have a woman dressed in, I think, a dress. is a substance called up out of a medium's body to give a spirit physical reality. Silvery white in color, it resembles thin fabric and forms the body and clothes of a spirit while it is communicating. Touching a spirit formed of ectoplasm is said to cause the medium to become sick. Although it hasn't been proved that all mediums fake ectoplasm, it is possible to swallow a skein of cotton and gradually regurgitate it. So in this picture, we can see, well, hopefully you can see that there is a person here with some sort of substance floating out of their mouth, floating out of their mouth. Rest in peace. The words rest in peace carved on gravestones implied that the dead might not necessarily rest or be at peace. Over the centuries, many stories have evolved about ghosts who do not rest. They haunt people or places for revenge or because they have left something undone in their lives. Some people have reported that they live comfortably with supernatural neighbors. Others say ghosts are dangerous and can smash objects, make eerie noises, and create a perceptible aura of menace in a house. Food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought, food for thought, food for thought, food for thought, food for thought. If there is life after death, it would seem reasonable for dead spirits to want to contact the living. Ghosts might be trying to draw attention to the identity of their killer, or to where they buried the family silver. Spirits contacted by mediums might want the relatives to know they are happy and at peace. Some mediums are fakes who take advantage of people who are vulnerable after the death of a loved one. In their own defense, mediums might say they are trying only to provide comfort to the preferred, and just because some are fakes, it doesn't prove they all are. Some mediums could be genuine. Spirits. Spirits. And spiritualism. Spiritualism. People who claim to possess psychic abilities often believe in the existence of spirits, non-physical beings who are thought to be gods or the souls of the dead. Some claim they can contact spirits using psychic powers. Spirits can be benevolent, guiding or teaching the humans they care about. But some malicious spirits are believed to return to the physical world, deliberately cause harm. Some spirits are tricksters. Amused by the antics of mortals, they play jokes on people who attempt to contact them. Even among spiritualists and practitioners of magic who believe in the existence of spirits, there is no consistent theory about what they are or what methods should be used to communicate with them. Spirit guides. Spirit guides. Shamans, like other types of magicians, use spirit guides as aids and symbols in their magic. Brazilian shamans believe people have spirits shaped like different animals, the most powerful of which is the jaguar. Native American shamanism involves attuning magic to the paths of different animals. A wolf shaman is expected to be tireless and fierce, while a coyote shaman is a devious trickster. Spirit guides are not necessarily animals. In shamanic images and physical symbols are important. The greater the belief symbol, the greater its power. So as you can see here, we have a picture of what I think is a shaman. Very shaman with its. You can see a big arrow, and on the arrow you can see an alligator. And then you can see that the shaman is holding what could possibly be a drum. It's got a lot of other things attached to it. So you've got a fish here, some sort of little creature here, and I see a bear paw, a couple of bear paws, maybe bear paws, I don't know, but you see paws here. Picture of a shaman, picture of a shaman, picture of a shaman. Reincarnation. Reincarnation. Many people believe that after death our soul is reincarnated in another body. Buddhists believe that good or evil deeds in one life will be rewarded or punished in the next. Hindus believe a human who leads an evil life may be reincarnated as an animal. Those who lead worthy lives attain ever higher levels of enlightenment in each life until they pass on to go to the next stage of existence. Regression, hypnosis have put people in a trance-like state in which they apparently recall events from their previous lives. Some people have even spoken languages that they do not know in their present lives. However, it is difficult to prove or disprove the existence of reincarnation. So we have here with a is as likely to be asked to hunt for a missing soul stolen by an enemy as a cure for an illness. Shamanism is often passed on through families of witches. After their death, they are believed to continue as guardian spirits of their tribe. So in this picture, we see that there is someone here. We see that there is someone here. We see that someone is here with their face completely covered in this fabric. Completely covered. They are completely covered head to toe in fabric. And we've got this little headpiece here, and they're holding a little something here with some tassels. See, that's a big picture here. This big picture here with this little headpiece of that. Food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought, 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 Belief in the survival of the soul or spirit after death has been widespread throughout human history. It seems unbearable to think that we and the people we love will stop existing when we die. And if we do have a spirit that exists independently of our body, why should other living things not have one as well? Magic, energies, psychic, powers. Different belief systems have evolved around occult powers. Some beliefs involve worship and include psychic phenomena as aspects of religious activity. Some people believe that paranormal powers are part of normal life and try to live according to complex rituals. Others fear any manifestation of the supernatural and try to ignore any evidence of or reference to it. Our fascination with the paranormal ensures that we will continue to investigate and attempt to understand supernatural abilities and events that do not conform to our existing ideas about the world. Chakra. Points. Chakra is the Hindu word to describe one of the main centers of spiritual power in the human body. Points along the spine attention to rituals and magical rites. The Navajo live in harmony with the environment and carry out their daily activities with customs and chants intended to bring good fortune and to ward off evil. One of their most impressive rituals is the curing ceremony, presided over by a medicine man, a sorcerer who tends to the spiritual well-being of a tribe. It involves drawing elaborate paintings in sand, which they believe help cure illness. Rather than magic, perhaps such rituals help focus the mind, believing they'll work may be enough to make them do so. So in this picture, I believe we have a fellow medicine man drawing here in the sand, drawing some pictures here, we have medicine man here, drawing some pictures in the sand, drawing some pictures in the sand. Qi energy. Qi energy. The Chinese discipline of Qi is used in acupuncture and in the martial art Tai Chi. Qi is the energy that exists in all living things. This belief also exists in other cultures and religions. The yin-yang in Taoism symbolizes the two opposite and complementary forces of cosmic energy. Yin is feminine and negatively charged. Yang is male and positively charged. Each contains part of the other, as seen in the yin-yang symbol at the center of this picture of three Tai Chi sages. It is possible that a master of Qi can imbue an object with more Qi. Uncharacteristically, Sony Corporation funded a 7-year project researching psychic phenomena. The tests included a Qi practitioner attempting to project Qi energy into one of 2 glasses of water. A second Qi practitioner then tried to identify the glass with more Qi energy. These tests are said to have had a 70% success rate, but the test conditions and controls have not been verified. So in this picture here, we have what looks like some sort of scroll, maybe, with a yin-yang on it. And then we've got some people. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 people. 4 people in this picture. Male there, male there, and a male there, and a tiny one here, a tiny person here. Blood magic. Blood magic. One belief common to different types of practicing magicians concerns the power of blood. Black magic ceremonies, voodoo, and African shamanism all include rites that involve sacrificing animals, usually a black rooster or a goat, although other animals may be used. So here we have a goat. A goat. We have a goat here with a collar on it. Collar type. Or harness, I'm not sure. Collar slash harness type thing on it. A white goat here. White goat. Some branches. Some shrub. Some twigs. Food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought, food for thought, food for thought, food for thought, food for thought. Well-established magical systems such as Qi can be as clearly thought out and consistent as conventional scientific knowledge. In China, for example, acupuncture, which is a treatment based on the Qi system, magicians gain from their activities. Professional, professional, skeptics, skeptics. A skeptic always doubts and questions accepted beliefs and mistrusts new theories and ideas until they are scientifically proven, and even then tends to think nothing is certain. Skeptic magazine attempts to refuse beliefs that, in its opinion, are 180 degrees out of phase with reason. So in this picture we have, I think what is a magazine? I think this is a magazine here where it says skeptic. Norma Levitt on why professors believe weird things. Norma Levitt on why professors believe weird things. Yes, I believe here we have a skeptic magazine where Norma Levitt believe on why she believes weird things, why she believes weird things. Skeptic don't believe anything, but she believes weird things. The power of the mind. Uri Geller is an Israeli-British stage magician who claims to use the power of his mind to bend metal objects, restart watches, and force computers to malfunction. He has performed these feats and others under strict test conditions, but has also been exposed as fake by people who claim to have seen him falsifying his demonstrations. Since Uri Geller originally was an amateur conjurer, people tend to doubt his psychic abilities. The phenomena of metal bending is not unique to Geller. It has been studied in others who claim to possess a similar power, as well as replicated by metallurgists, which are experts in metals and their properties. So in this picture here, it appears that this man is trying to bend this spoon with his mind. And how you can tell that is the complete focus he has going on for this spoon. The complete focus he has going on with this spoon that's present here has complete focus on this object. Madman or magician. Grigory Rasputin, born 1871, died 1916, was a Siberian monk whose reputation discredited the field of psychic research in Russia for many years. He was politically ambitious and gained considerate power at the court of Nicholas II, the last Tsar of Russia, from 1868 to 1918. Rasputin claimed his supernatural powers could cure Alexei, the Tsar's only son, of hemophilia, a blood clotting disorder. He succeeded in convincing the Tsarina of his abilities, and her patronage of Rasputin helped to bring the royal family into disrepute. Rasputin was eventually assassinated by nobles jealous of his influence. And so I believe this, it's all picture here. I believe this is supposed to be a picture of Rasputin. I think, if I'm going off of the pictures correctly, I believe this is a picture of Grigory Rasputin. Grand Master powers. He eventually believed he was a vampire and used a bewildering variety of drugs to enhance his magical powers. He attracted many disciples during and after his lifetime, and once said, "I may be a black magician, but I'm a bloody great one." So I believe this picture is portraying Aleister Crowley. Got a picture of a man here with some sort of mark here. Picture of a man here with some sort of mark on his head in this picture. Conjuring tricks. Harry Houdini was an escapologist and conjurer who counterfeited psychic abilities on stage. He was interested in spiritualism and published a book entitled A Magician Among the Spirits in an attempt to discredit mediums. Because Houdini knew how to fake psychic powers, he didn't believe they actually existed. Food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought, 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 food for thought. It is impossible to prove that a conjurer does not have magical powers. It may be possible to reproduce the same results by non-magical means, but that is not the same. Not many people really believe stage magicians have genuine magical powers, but it is more fun to suspend disbelief and enjoy the show. The ingenuity with which some conjuring tricks are devised, levitating or making a railroad car disappear, is often more impressive than if magic were actually being